So how does my workflow look? I have three desktops or workspaces on a Mac. First one, the browser. Second one, any focused or heavy work like an IDE or video editing software. Anything that I'm gonna use for a prolonged focused period of time. That goes in the second workspace. Third workspace is for similarly long-lived applications, but I'm not really focused on them, but I want them to keep running. Like Spotify, for example, because I'm listening to something haram. Going back to the first, second workspace, I shift between them. One button allows me to see whatever is open in that workspace if I happen to have something that's not manageable by my window manager. So this Finder window is not manageable, it's gonna be hidden usually. But I know where generally they are, so one button allows me to reveal where they are. Going back to the browser, it looks weird, yeah, but this is the kind of setup I have. I have different workspaces inside the browser. So I have one for work, one for chat, one that's random, one for email, and one for development. And I switch between them either by workspace or I just search for the app I want within the browser and I can go to that app immediately. Like I can go to Coolblue, I want to buy something nice. For example, while I'm on the Coolblue page, I can search for Pixel 7a, then go ahead and look at one of the phones. I can scroll down, look at the details, go down to the bottom of the page, go to the top of the page, add it to my shopping cart, view my shopping cart all without using a mouse. I can go back to the previous page, I can go forward. All of that is doable in my workflow. I can go to Amazon, and here are all the tabs within one workspace, so it saves this layout for me. If I go to another computer, I can get these same tabs over there as well. So these don't change. And go to documentation, which is inside development, and I can switch between those tabs when I'm on a certain space. This switching isn't unique to this app that I'm using, but it's just from the Mac itself. You can switch between any tabs of any program using this shortcut. Going back to the second workspace, I can open a terminal wherever I want. I can use it. I don't want it anymore. I can send it to the third workspace, worry about it later. I can open another coding IDE. It'll get distributed in the space here within this workspace using the window manager. This is the terminal that I sent over to workspace 3. I can switch between the apps within a workspace. Here you can see I'm switching between 1 and 2. I can increase the size of one, decrease the size of the other. It's fully manageable. I can switch them across the y-axis. I can open a third window here, and then I can switch between the y-axis and flipping the entire tree. Now they're different orientation if you want to do that. I can close it back up, and here I'm able to, if I want, I can launch Postman. It's going to be dedicated to this third workspace because it's that kind of app where I want it running but not really immediately all the time using it. So that's where those apps go. It's automatically going to open on that workspace. And that's it. That's how I work day to day. That's what makes me so brilliant and amazing. الموت لإسرائيل.